in different countries. And the main question I want you discuss it then, or maybe now, if you want to tell me something. Tell me how you greet, and I'll tell you where are you from. It's interesting because in different countries have a very wide range of greets. It's handshake or kiss, and I want that you tell me about it. I think. What is that? What country you saw? In what country you saw it? And maybe you know about it something.
Russia.
Russia.
All countries, not just countries. All countries.
Shaking hands.
Is it international? Is it?
Yes, of course. It's traditional symbolic of any Greece in Russian, in USA, in Japan, maybe in official meeting. Okay. Handshake. Traditional symbolical gesture. It's a posture to open the right hand for a greeting. To show that you have not any weapon in your hand.
What if you have something in your left hand?
Maybe.
That's why, to show great response, there is a handshake with both hands.
Okay.
Because of this.
In the European Union, it must be strong, but it mustn't be liftless and short, I think. In the USA, usually just shake hands at the business meeting or when any meeting, not friendly, many official meetings. In Russia, for example, allies greet the first man and woman, stretching her hand. In England, it's back order. In Tajik family, for example, owner of the house taking the guest shakes the offered hand is two, depends. You talked about it.
Yes. But I've just guessed. I didn't know about it.
Okay. What is that? Yes.
Like.
But this chest is from German.
Germany.
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 Yes. Have any ideas about it?
Is he German?
No.
He is not into the German.
Okay.
Yes.
I think meaning is the same. I have no weapon. My hands are empty. I have nothing to hurt you. Not exactly, yes? So what is the right answer?
Yes, it's salute, Roman salute. This ancient tradition from Rome. Gladiators welcome their Caesar, relighted their hands up. So this gesture was called salute Roman. This gesture was used in the symbol fascism. Yes, but now we use it. Yes.
In the hills we can see you.
Yes.
High feet.
Hi.
Yeah.
But it is with ankle, angle, yes. So not parallel to your body. It's like this way. So it's the big difference.
But now in Russia we call it Roman salute, exactly, and it's prohibited in Russia.
Yes.
Like this.
Exactly Roman. Yes, it's prohibited.
Yeah, you may be punished. You may be punished.
It's Roman salute too.
Sometimes
We should be careful
to
in
my
Russia.
friends I tell hello, and I do it. up my hand, and I didn't think that it's about. No, I didn't remember about Hitler or Caesar. I'm not my friend.
What you say that
So-
such a way hello or in such a way?
Yes.
Now, hello, but not we, such a way.
What is that?
They love each other instead of
No, it's the ancient culture.
Yes.
Greeks or not?
now,
No, wait a second.
International marriage.
it's a way to say I love you.
Yes.
How it's called?
Anjali.
Anjali.
Angel.
I'll remember.
Instead of handshake hands, so in pressed palms, their palms to each other in the position of thumbs up, and so that it shows the row of the eyebrows. And I love you, thank you,
And bye.
yeah, and bye, of course.
And what is
Hello.
it? Anjali specifically. Not Anjali.
Anjali from language, their language I didn't remember.
Maybe Indian?
Well, in India and Thailand. We in India we can meet in there. They are admitted after a long separation and appear in a special. Yes, so we in a film, so we could see this actually.
It just mean hello?
Yes, hello,
Hello.
bye.
And goodbye also.
Yes,
Goodbye and hello.
it's that tradition.
And what does it mean? Press. How does it press?
Maybe then I talk about it. I'm afraid of being
Mistaken, okay.
Yes. What is of course.
In China, maybe.
Yeah?
No.
No?
Chinesians don't
Don't use this
Don't
kind
do it.
of balls.
just only Japanese.
Only Japanese, yes?
Chinese, how
In Chinese too.
Just
Yes.
Handshake?
they bow.
Yes, bow.
You see, there are different points of view.
Japanese, the politicians creating a cult. It's a cult of their meeting, business meeting, or maybe friendly meeting. They everything. Everything about yes.
What does it mean?
Politeness.
Yes, that's we come to talk of the town. Etiquette rules have retold character and the variety of the Japanese verbs. Doesn't have a number there, but the men on the social status here bow in one image to woman or to another, or to the third, and so on, depending on age, their status, or another. If a very deep bow will be if you have a very high social status in your businessman maybe, and that you very forget what I want to talk.
Okay. But you see, first of all, it was necessary to kneel.
Yeah.
First, originally, you see, to kneel. What does it mean to kneel? Do you know? No, to kneel.
To kneel. To put on your
kneel.
knees.
And then to bow. Originally, it was to
In the
kneel.
ritual or
Am I right?
tradition practice on a traditional tatami.
Tatami, the tatami. Okay, to kneel. Now, only to bow.
Necessary to kneel.
Kneel, yeah.
And of course in China, the traditional Chinese greeting, which is they call it Hao Tao. represents usual for many Asian countries, holding of hands and bow. However, for women, this ceremony is called Van Fu and differs from culture a little. Representatives of the weaker they should connect hands and carry out them down along the body. The tradition of the greeting kowtow is very old, of course, and in Japanese too. And what is it?
This is Angela Merkel
No.
and a guy.
In the European Union, the skis use, but in Russia we use it too. Sometimes.
With very close people, yes?
Yes, maybe a good friend. Kiss, it's a form of greeting in many different countries. However, it's different everywhere. It's included cultural traditions and norms created in a given country. France, Spain, and Poland. Three countries where I saw it on films, in real life. When I was in Spain this summer, I talked with my guide about her family. She is from Moscow, but lived in Spain 9 years. She knows Spanish very much, and when she talked with another guy and with the drivers, she used case, this crazy case, 2 or 3 times. Spanish also rated the quiz almost everyone, which then it's interesting. It's a tradition, and we couldn't laugh in that. The tradition. The most active users of this form are greeting in French and Poland. The kiss is not much an attitude of greeting.
Or in Holland, Netherlands.
Poland. I didn't read about Netherlands.
Holland is province.
Yes, about if you know some about it,
I
maybe
don't know about kisses in Netherlands, but I think you can't take presentation from just one province of Netherlands. I think this text about all countries.
I take a part about the kiss and didn't read about the whole Netherlands or French. Maybe they, of course, use handshake in some.
You see this reason here that well in France they kiss each other 4 times. Well at the end, the last slide. 4 times, and in our country, like in Holland, we kiss each other 3 times, like Trinity. Okay, but in France, 4 times. You see, 1, 4, and 4 times. And in our country, it only 3 times. Do you know about it?
No.
Your grandmothers kiss you 3 times.
Yeah.
No?
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Not 4 times. Not 4
times.
Okay.
Oh.
Dutch, no.
Is that common in Europe?
So
Yes?
cute.
Yes, very, very cute. I wouldn't say too much cute.
internet little photos of this greeting, and I find this photo and
And where is it?
According to exchange tradition, when 2 people meet, they must touch or rub noses with each other. I think it's very interesting. Why not? Usually, the friction notice arose in these lands long ago and symbolized the address to hot or to light breeze. It means light breeze. Very beautiful.
Like bread.
Breath. Oh, yes. Okay. Which I can directly to cause. By the way, similar creating is widespread as Eskimos, and some of the people living behind the polar cycle. But tourists didn't often travel in yes.
It is used still now.
Yes.
That's okay.
Protruding tongue. In most countries, the protruding tongue is considered an obscene gesture and even offensive. However, in Tibet, it's a traditional way of greeting. Hello.
Still now.
Yes.
Can you show again?
I didn't show it. This tradition originated in the 9th century, and when Tibet was led by King Langasdama during the persecution of the followers of Buddhism and tried to revive the former glory of the Bontat. This tradition is still preserved in many parts of Tibet, where till now every year recites celebrate victory or evo Buddhist monkey. I think if I wanted to visit Tibet, of course I will use this grade. Why not? It's interesting. It's funny, very the traditional way of the excellence of vow in Polynesia is that one person strikes press against the face of another person and then takes a deep breath. From his second expect exactly the same action. I think it is very interesting. Yeah. Yes.
A deep breath.
As a children. My little brother doing when he literally. I think you can try. But it's very beautiful ritual of greeting in some North African countries. The pray right hand to his her hand first, then to his lips, and then to the breast. In the language of projector, that means I think of you, I'm trying about you.
The chest or chest?
On the next week, we can celebrate this interesting day, World Hello Day. Yes, there is also the special holiday devoted to training, Simon's 19th century, and noted annually on 21 of November. The holiday was by American brothers Michael and Brian McMahon, and the heir of the Cold War. as a protest against increased international tension. More than many countries celebrate this day, and I have a friend who told me about this day. It's so fun that they walked on the street and told everybody, hello, hello. Yes.
It's a better way.
And with smile, of course, and they answered them, hello. It's funny. World Hello Day celebrates the citizens of all ages and professions, major political leaders, industrial magnates, and world-famous film and television person. I saw in one film this day, about this day. I mean, a little crazy. And it's a question for you. What do you think about greeting? And what greeting is most universal in any country?
Shaking hands.
Of course. But I want that you remember gesture. What gesture we use very often in our everyday life, and it's of course it's very universal greeting.
Shake your hand.
Just say hi. Hi.
No.
More.
In another way, everybody do it now.
Say what? Express what? Hello. Hello.
No, it doesn't express any. It's about from the chest.
But expressing hello, no? Hello, no? No? What? With the hand.
No.
What's the way to shake? Smile. Hello.
Of course.
Smile.
What was the picture? We smile. With a smile. With a smile.
I want that you smile everywhere, and it's really very very good when you smile to another. If you talk about some negative situations, you can use smile and your
And you solve the problem.
yes, yes. That's all. Now, I want that you maybe discuss any creating countries, because it's interesting, and I think that in Russian, when you talk on our native language, you will tell many interesting things. Maybe somebody was in Spain, for example. Maybe in Tibet. Why not?
Tell us about your experience.
I want to hear your experience in very different countries. Maybe you saw reels about.
Тибет произносится